Welcome to another Stream with Purpose podcast. I am your host, Jeff Russell, and podcast number 3. We're going to be uploading this the day after Christmas, so December 26th, 2025. This is all about the schedule. I finally got my hands on the official schedule. Good news, it is exactly like last year, and I know we have a lot of new coaches. So last year, all the boys' 79 games were 8, 9, 10, and 11 a.m. That is staying exactly the same. And then the girls' games are going to be at the middle school gym, Garden Spot Middle School, and those games are going to go on from 12:30, 1:30, 2:30. Those 3 games. Now, interesting, the girls' 56 games, as you can see right here. Actually, this is the boys that we're looking at. Well, the girls' 56 are all going to be at 1:30. So then at 12:30, you're going to have a girls' 79 game, and at 2:30, you're going to have another girls' 79 game. So that is a little different than last year. Last year, they all got mixed in and alternated, but not this year. So as we look here, we got the boys' 56 league. Those are going to be at 12, 1, and 2. So can we see all the names here? Those are at 12, 1, and 2. Now, we're going to get to the girls' 56, which starts right here. So if we look at the girls' 56, there are only 2 teams. And those are going to be from 1:30 to 2:30 at the Garden Spot Middle School gym. I will be leaving again, just like last year, at 12 noon. So after the 11 o'clock game, I'm going to pack up and run over to the middle school and film those 3. I need, like last year, volunteers. So coaches, girl or boys, 56 coaches. I need you to reach out to your parents. We need to bring parents aboard that are going to film at 12, 1, and 2. It would be very convenient if we could get one parent from each game that week to take a turn, but they will need training. So, we can have a training session. However we want to work that out, I can meet that week and go over what is going to happen. And then that would be ideal. So whoever plays from 12 to 1, get one parent from either team to take a turn, sign up, whatever, do the one game, and then pass it off to the 1 o'clock game. And then one parent from those 2 teams film, and then pass it off to the next parent who will finish it up, the 2 o'clock game. So we'll have to work that out. That would be ideal, unless we can find somebody. I know Lonnie Hochstetler last year, and Emily and her husband Jeremy, the Yules. Those 2 exclusively were the only people filming. They both went for training. Lonnie came over here, and then I met Emily and her husband over at CFC. Did a training session. And they did all the games. They let it run 1 3-hour session, which you can see out there on YouTube. But anyway, we got to get that. If you want the boys 56 to get on YouTube, we are going to need parents to help out, which I really, I wish I could do the play-by-play. I can't. Unfortunately, can't be at 2 buildings at once. But the boys 56, again, are not getting the play-by-play until the championship game. But I will watch the games afterwards. So as we can see here, this is the girls' 56. The Lady Tigers and Cardinals, just like 2023. There was the Lady Tigers, Cardinals, and there was one other team. They got reduced to 2 teams. Then we moved to the girls' league. The 79 girls begins right here. And actually, it's the 70-10 girls because they have expanded into 10th grade. There's 3 teams, a 10th grader on each of the teams. So here we can see those games. Now, the games are going to go, as you can see here, January 10th being game 1. And then we're going to move on to 4 games in January. And then February, we're going to skip a week. So if we look here on the left-hand side, you can see here, you go through January, and then notice from February 7th, we skip over February 14th. So Valentine's Day weekend, there are no games scheduled. I don't know what Darren has planned. If anything, at the moment, there is nothing on the schedule. You could ignore the last game in March. That would be week 8. I don't know why that prints up every year. That is actually Championship Saturday on March 7th. So ignore the March 7th game. And then we get on to the boys' schedule here. So the boys, kicking it off is going to be Jordan Tyson's Heat, who went perfect in the regular season last year. I believe they may have had a bye. I know they got eliminated by Brody Torrance and the Jazz. So that is going to be a repeat of it's either a quarterfinal or semifinal game. Jazz went on to win the whole thing, Ezra Hoover. And this year, it looks like Chris is going to take over for Ezra. Chris was the assistant last year, but I think he's going to actually take over the head coaching duties, though Ezra is officially listed here. So one thing, guys, if you can get me a picture of yourselves, all the coaches, if you're seeing this, please email me a picture. I'll send an email out also because I like to make the screenshots. Let's see if we can get a look here. You guys are getting a look inside preview of what I do. I use Canva. So guys, send me a screenshot just like this from the shoulders up. If you can, coaches and assistants, but really I need the head coach's screenshot, whoever's going to be head coaching the team. Chris, you can send me yours and I'll replace Ezra's picture with yours. And this is pretty much what it's going to look like right here, Jazz and Heat. So it was a semifinal game. Here I got the answer right in front of me. So I don't think they had a quarterfinal game. I think the Heat got a bye, if I'm correct. That was their first game, and they lost in the old gym. And there's a little clip of that if you want to see that last year. But coaches, go ahead and send me a picture. All right, so we kick it off with the Heat and the Jazz. And here's the rest of the schedule here if you want to see it. All the way through to Championship Saturday. So that is what's going to go down, everybody. And Championship Saturday, March 7th. And as I said, February 14th will be nothing at the moment. I don't know if they're going to do makeup games. I talked about that, threw that idea around. But there you go. And the last game of the boys is going to be on February 28th, the Jazz and the Thunder. So the Jazz are going to kick off the season, and then the Jazz are going to end the season against the Thunder. Right there on February 28th at 11 a.m. will be the last boys' 79 game. So, parents, if you're seeing this, whoever, we need volunteers to film 12, 1, and 2 p.m. over at CFC. Okay, thank you for watching another Stream with Purpose podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Russell, and we'll look forward to the practices coming up here next week, January 1st, next Thursday. Practices kick off, and the first games are all going to begin January 10th. All right, we'll see you then.